Thank you. Commissioner Russell Tucker, I wanted to ask you, given the very real threat of the fall surge and emergence of new variants, we need to be supporting our schools right now as they prepare for back to school in a few short months. And more disruption for students and families just cannot be an option. So that's really why I am so focused on passing supplemental COVID funding to make sure you have tests, vaccines, treatments, so that schools and districts and parents are prepared for whatever comes next in this pandemic. And I also want to make sure that HHS, the Department of Education, are giving very clear direction to our states and school districts so they are preparing now for fall and winter. And Congress, by the way, also needs to pass an extension of the school meal waiver to help make sure our schools are feeding our kids. But Commissioner Russell Tucker, can you lay out what steps you in Connecticut are taking to make sure schools and school districts are ready for the fall and winter, especially if we face another surge?
Thank you, Senator. And in my testimony, you've heard me talk about our Health and Safety Tuesdays and the collaboration with our communities. The last meeting we had with this team, we asked them. So we asked everyone that was on that call, please tell us what it is that you need for this coming for the fall. We're meeting in a few weeks. We're having our own summit with public health and the Department of Education to start thinking about what are those things that we need for supportive and with our history, what we've learned in the past to where we need to go. The resources you've talked about, making tests available, all of that was a part of our package that we were using to support and that we're looking forward to. But it really is going to be important for us to think about if there's a new variant, what do we do to make sure that learning is not as interrupted or disrupted as it was in the past because of what we've learned and that we're pivoting to based on that. So, and all of the supports from the federal government is certainly important as we go back to our states and continue to think about planning for this upcoming fall based on lessons learned.
Thank you very much. And thank you to all of our witnesses today. That will end our hearing. I want to thank all of our colleagues. I want to thank Dr. Goldhaber, Commissioner Russell Tucker, Mr. Russell, Ms. Wall, for a really thoughtful conversation about the challenges that our students are facing from this pandemic and what we can do to help them recover and to thrive after such a few very hard years. For any senators who wish to ask additional questions, questions for the record will be due in 10 business days, July 7th at 5 p.m. And with that, the committee stands adjourned.